How's it going, everybody? The Nerds here back with episode 1 of DigiModify. Welcome, everybody. First of all, I want to thank you guys for your support throughout the few months, and I want to start off the podcast with saying we will be talking about a couple of the events that just occurred. So just giving you a fair warning, this is old news, but it's still relatively fresh as the meta is starting to conform into like BT7 all over again, which is kind of hilarious with just a little more tweaks. But on that, if you guys do enjoy the content that we put out, make sure to leave a like down below, make sure to subscribe, and to click the notification bell so you guys can get notified when the next episode will be going up. Today I did want to talk about what happened at the Philly regional that I did attend with a couple of my friends from locals. We were like a group of 8 or 9. We ended up going, we stayed at Airbnb. The vlog should be up already on the channel. Really quick small vlog just showing our trip over there, our experience at the expo. And I got to first of all say thanks to the security or the people who worked at the expo. We on Saturday we were actually stuck in line for like about 45 minutes. We did get there at 10. On Saturday we still need to get our badges. Unfortunately, because it's a Saturday and it is a convention, and it's not just the convention, there were also like 3 other tournaments happening at the same time. So a lot of people ended up going on Saturday early, and there was a huge line. It was very hot. We ended up staying in line for like 45 minutes. It was like the tournament started at noon. By the time that we got like probably like a third way to the entrance, it was like 11:30, 11:45, and we were all like stressing. It's like we're gonna get a we're easily gonna get a round 1 loss. And also it's like the entire group was stuck in the line. So what the people that worked there, what they ended up doing, they actually went through the line from the back all the way to the front and told everyone who was playing at the tournament, for either I think it was for Super and for Digimon, to pretty much skip the line and be able to get themselves checked in, get their bag checked, so that they can actually go into the tournament. And very thankfully for the people at PPG, they were able to kind of postpone the tournament by like 30-40 minutes, so that everybody that was stuck in line, they would be able to actually sign in, get their pricing for just entering, and be able to have time to be able to set up. And I believe that we're waiting for 80% capacity to actually start the the tournament. So yeah, I believe they wanted to wait till they got 80% of the capacity to be able to start the tournament, and it was run really well. This was the first in-person event that I have been for Digimon. A lot of my experience had been through webcam, and it felt so much different to be able to actually, but everything did run very smoothly for my experience. Being able to play in real life felt really different. I do play like in locals here and there whenever I can, but it did feel very different. There was a lot more pressure since a lot of the group wanted to be able to top 16, because that would have been the regionals, and unfortunately none of us actually ended up getting it. One person in the group got top 32, which was amazing for them. They did really great. But I unfortunately went with a really bad build of the Mother D Reaper. That was a really bad call on my end. There was a lot of Imperial players there. I actually ended up playing 3 Imperials throughout the tournament. And by really bad build, I took out some of the cards that I didn't need to take out, and I undervalued certain cards that actually are really good for the deck, and that's my own fault from being really stressed the entire time and me not really thinking things through. I was able to get everything for the mother like the Reaper deck, and I was very excited to be able to play the deck, but it wasn't the right like meta call for that time. I did have blue hybrid already made up, but yeah, I decided to not play that, which was a really bad mistake. But that's on me. That was my bad meta call. Plus the build that I had was unnecessarily bad. Running 3 tamers with 6 like options with no mulligans really did hurt, especially for that regional. We had no mulligans, so it did hurt whenever I drew a hand of all like options and no searchers. But that is the game that we play. I unfortunately did drop after round 5 because I was already going at 2 and 3, and me facing my third like Imperial player, which was like actually one of my teammates during that time. Well, he still is my teammate, but me going against like my teammate kind of put a sour taste in my mouth, and I just dropped it. To me, it was not worth it. I noticed the flaws with the deck, and I did not want to keep on drawing bricks the entire day. Unfortunately enough, with no mulligans, it really did hurt when your hands were all options and like all high costed drops and no way to play it out when you just need to draw into one like searcher. So that's just me like a little bit ranting there, but the whole event was run pretty smoothly. There was a couple of things that we wish were done a little differently, but it is one of the first in-person events, and I do think a lot of people got gypped out on when it went to like overtime, but I get it because we already started late, and the people who stopped to get a judge to let them know that they were going into like overtime, they were waiting for a judge for like a couple minutes when like overtime like unfortunately got called, and the judge never gave them the extension. They just said, oh, you have like 3.5 minutes left, and they both looked at the judge, was like, what, we were waiting for you to come here. It was a whole mess, but besides that, a lot of people had a great experience. I had like a great experience there. Yes, I was like a little salty, so I just explored like the like expo, like spent some money. I sold some cards to the vendors. I bought like a new playmat. I had a whole blast at Philly, but the meta at Philly was what we expected it to be. It was either Jello hybrid, Black or Greymon, Blue hybrid, Red hybrid, and that's exactly what won. Blue hybrid won it out, which we actually pretty much like expected that was gonna be. And my friend literally looked at me, it's like, see, you should have played Blue hybrid. I'm like, bro, I don't want to hear it. But it was a whole lot of fun for that experience. For the top 16 decks of the Philly Regionals, I was actually very surprised that there was 2 red hybrids that came in like second and third. I did face 1 yellow hybrid with the Reaper, and honestly their security was stacked. I had Reaper for game, and the first 2 checks were DP reductions, and there was no way of coming back. That was my only way to be able to go for game, and I had to risk the biscuit, and the biscuit was risked, and it was not worth it. It was so bad, but it is what we learned through the game, as well as I absolutely love the Reaper deck. I think the deck's really good. Is it fair? I think it's fair. It does hold out a lot of lower tier decks, but besides that, as long as other decks respect like Gatekeeper or have a way out for Gatekeeper specifically, they are just fine. Like Imperial just runs through it's an auto lose against like Imperial, seeing it like that, they like specifically extremely hurt, and that's just an easy kill. In the next episode, we will be talking about the Carta Mike like Ultimate Cup and the meta and the metagame there, as well as what we played. So make sure to stick around for that on the next episode. But to wrap up my experience for Philly, amazing time. Would love to do it again. Like Philly was so much fun. Hanging out with people that you constantly play with at locals and through webcam, and be able to see them in person, be able to just hang out with them. It was a blast. I'm glad that that experience was totally worth it. And even though I did not do well at the tournament, I'm glad that my other teammates did really, really well. And I cannot wait for like Digimon to have more in-person like tournaments. Hopefully I do well the next time we do have a like in-person tournament. But on that, I hope you guys have a fantastic day. This has been the first episode of DigiModify podcast. I told you guys it was gonna be really short, and on that, I will catch you guys in the next episode where we're gonna be talking about the metagame for the Carta Magica like Ultimate Cup. Until next time, guys. Bye.